Okay, all right. So here we are. We're going to go into the training again. I'm going to show you guys just a little bit of what about it. Share screen, and I want my desktop. I'm going to share screen. I feel like I'm still learning how to do this. Okay. So, okay, over there. Okay, here we are back. So register for this site. But I already registered. So you'll register. I'll get you the invitation code, like the process for that. I will put that in our message thread so that it's easy for all of you guys to see what exactly you need to do to get on there. So I am Strong Mom Suze, and my password. There we go. You guys all want to know it, I'm sure. It's not that hard or exciting. Okay, so once you've registered, it will have you, it'll send your email and email. So give it an email you actually use. I know that's funny, but I do that all the time with things that are like, give me your email address. I'm like, yeah, okay, you can have this one I never check. But for this, you need to check it because that's how you'll enter in a password. So you put in your username and your email address, but make sure it's an email that you check, because then you go check your email and it gives you instructions. It gives you a link to add in your password for the site. Okay. So once you're in here and you can watch the video if you want. There's monthly updates, and this is where you want to getting started. This is where you want to be able to go. It's the training right here. So you can see that there are different modules. Module 1 is on the new coach check, quick start, and a lot of this is going to be repetitive. A lot of this is stuff you guys have already heard, or I've covered, or somebody else has covered that you've heard before. However, I urge you and I want you to watch all of these videos, even though you may feel like some of it's repeat. It will help you not only to feel like you have a better grasp of things, and it's a lot of really great reminders of things that we need to be doing anyway, but it will also help you in the future, because the beautiful thing about being on Micah's team is that this is all something that we can plug our future coaches into. So we don't have to recreate the training. We don't have to recreate anything for them. You just plug them into this Team Inspiration training, and it gives them the ability to then plug into this training as well. But you want to know what you're putting your coaches through. So that's why I'm doing it. Even though I've been a coach for, I don't know, almost 18 months, I want any of my future coaches and you guys, like, I want to be going through it with you so that you know, I know what you're doing and we're all going through it together. Does that make sense? So do them, watch them, even though some of it's going to sound familiar. So what I want you to do is for each week, you'll click on a different module. So this first one has covers things like be a perma challenger, personal development, relationships, how to start reconnecting and being interested in people by actively liking and commenting, one on social media, one on Power Hour, which I'm going to go over a little bit more. Just that one's a little bit longer, but super duper worth it. Number 6, how to earn Success Club and Emerald, and your story, how to breadcrumb. And I've watched the first 5 of these, and it took me about, honestly, it took me about 35, 40 minutes to watch them all, those first 5. So there is time that you just have to, you know, before your Power Hour or after, or you're sitting in bed, hop on here, watch a 5-minute video, whatever, however you want to fit them in, or sit down for an hour and knock it all out one day. However it works for you. But before next Wednesday, I want you guys to go through all 7 of these videos, and we're going to talk a little bit about them, and then we're going to move on to the next ones, because I just feel like I want to make sure you guys are plugging in, just like I need the accountability to be doing it too. So back to this Power Hour video. I'm not going to show you the video, but I just want to talk briefly about this woman right here. Ashley Smith has become, like, she's like top 12 in the company. Wow. This year. She's busted her butt, created this incredible team, and she's definitely one of Micah's top coaches under her. And she has just really figured out how to utilize a tracker, and she's figured out a lot of things. So this is a 20-minute video by her, but I know I went over Power Hour last week. This just gives you even more little tips, little tidbits, how to make it even more effective. And I wanted to show you this other thing. And again, all of this I will put in the I'll put all the websites and stuff in our message thread so that they're easy access. And what I would do, what I would suggest for you is to either put them in a note on your phone so that they're easily accessible, or save them somehow, write them down on a piece of paper that, you know, at the front of your notebook, so that you have these things that you know how to access them. Because I think a lot of the time my frustration comes when I don't know where something is. Oh, I know I've seen that, you know, I know I've seen a training on this, or I know I've seen this or that or the other, and then I cannot remember stinking where to find it. So I'm going to take you here right now. This is also something that we all have access to, that I'm going to tell you that you can spend a lot of time getting a lot of valuable information from. This, I'm going to exit out of my Facebook so that I can see this right here. Micah has a Google Drive. It's called the Team Inspiration Google Drive. The website is super easy. She uses like a shortcut, and it's tinyurl.com/Team Inspiration Google Drive. Okay, that's all it is. So this is what'll happen when you go there. Okay, you go to this Team Inspiration Resources page. And the reason that I'm pointing this out to you is because, like, holy mackerel, there is so much here that you can use, that we can all use, that can just be tweaked to make it our own. That, again, she got on this morning. If you guys didn't get a chance to watch her video this morning, it was hysterical. She talked about getting out of a rut. And I'll be honest, like last night I said to Steve, I'm like, oh, my business this, and I just don't feel la, 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 la. And then I watched that this morning and I was like, it's exactly what I needed to hear. So, but she has all this stuff. She's like, don't recreate the wheel. And the thing that she keeps saying that I love is, don't make this business more complicated than it is. Don't make it complicated. She's like, you connect with people, you help people, you add value to people's lives. They will, and they will come around to you when they're ready for you to help them. But honestly, she's like, this is not hard. And here is why I'm like, Micah has created this situation for us that it really isn't. We have access to everything. Amber, you were asking me about the coach forms. Right?
It's funny, I just looked down and saw that.
Okay, so the applications. Okay, this is super important because Micah she'll get real upset if one of us is the one to mess it up. So if I click on applications right here, it takes me to a copy of a challenge group application and a copy of her coach application. So here's the important thing. You need to click on it, and I got to remember how to do it. Oh, if I can remember. So if I click on this and I open it up, okay, I have to click up here. I'm hoping that I'm doing this right. And right here, one of the options, can you guys see that? Does it say make a copy right there? I can't see you because your guys' faces are in the way of it. You're on the side of my screen. Does it say make a copy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so that's what you do. So you make a copy and you save it into your Google Drive. If you don't have a Google Drive, get a Google Drive. Get a Gmail account and get a Google Drive going, because it's a great place to keep all of this stuff, all of these documents, all of your things that you want to use in your own file, okay? So you're gonna make a copy of it, and then you can change everything. You can change the title on the top. You can look through it, see if there's anything that's like you would word differently. Micah's request, though, is don't edit hers. That's why you got to make a copy first. Exit out of the one that so like I do make a copy, and then I'm going to, I wish I could, no, I don't. So this thing, like I want to move to bottom. Oh, perfect. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. So then once you make a copy of it, you're going to exit out of Micah's, okay, so that you're not messing with hers on accident, and then go into your Google Drive or whatever, and then you can edit it, make it your own, put your information on it, change it however you want to. Then that is what you can send to your challengers and to your coaches, etc. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
So that's one thing that she has, before and after transformations of a bunch of like challenge groups you can do, coach FAQ quick links, onboarding system, a life power hour, which is something that we in the future I totally want to do with you, meal plans and recipes. So if you're like stuck, or you're like you need any help with anything, or you don't know what to say to somebody about Shakeology, like click on the Shakeology, 3rd week Shake-O. She's got a message that you can send to people the 3rd week on their Shake-O. It's all right here. coach discount breakdown, dear doctor letter if somebody is not sure if they should drink Shakeology or if they want to take it to a doctor to make sure it's okay, something about green tea. Like, there are so many resources, and it's all right here, which is awesome. Okay, but the thing that I wanted to show you is this very first thing. New coaches, start here. This is created, she's created resources that go hand in hand with the training videos. So if you click on here, you'll see module 1 resources. So we're going to go there first. So post number 1 was about the journey that you're on. So here's our new coach announcements or stories. You guys have probably all already kind of done that, so you don't necessarily need to use this one. But then you go back, post number 2 about PD, personal development suggestions if you don't know what to read. Here's a ginormous, here we go, look at this list of personal development. If you don't know what to read, here you go. Have a huge list, okay? So if you're stuck with that, you can come here and be like, oh, I wonder, oops, what I need to do. Here's the one that I wanted to show you guys, like number 1, big time. So I showed you the tracker that we've been using, and when I did the video, when I did our team call a couple weeks ago, that was the Power Hour, the Power of Threes tracker that I've used for a long time. But Ashley Smith actually came up with one that is a lot more in depth, and it's a lot more specific, but it also is very, very helpful in making sure that you're really reaching out to different people and like keeping, it's a really great way of keeping track. I just want to show this to you briefly. And you can come in here and you can make copies. Like, I actually had mine sent to Office Max to make 30 copies of the week tracker so that I would have them on hand. I wouldn't have to worry about going to make, like, and right now I can't even print to my printer. So to be honest, my Power Hour has been kind of, it just hasn't been recorded. Does that make sense? Okay. So here's her Power, oh, hello. Here's her Power Hour right here. And I'll just show you a little bit of this if I can get, okay, we'll just scroll down. So she's got which week it is. You can put which week it is. All my weekly notes here. Organize your week out here. To-do lists, reminders, ideas, and notes. They all have a place to go right here. So if there are people that you need to get in touch with or things that you need to do for sure or things that are going on in your life, like please don't forget Ben's appointment on Friday morning because that would be crappy, right? So there's that. And then she said, here is your weekly coach action plan. Here's a list of tasks to make sure you are making the most of your time and keeping your business as consistent as possible. So all of us should be doing National Wake Up Call every week, listening to it. Review team calendar for upcoming events. And that's something that I need to work on being better about. I'll always tell you guys in the team call, but I actually had the thought that like right before the call that I was like, I need to make a monthly calendar with everything on it for the whole month so that it's not like a fly by the seat of your pants weekly thing. So I know that's something that I need to improve on. Plan out your week, schedule any posts, check in with your sponsor and upline coach, check in with your challengers, and zero out all your messages. Okay, so that's stuff that everybody should be doing. Here are some things for team builders and leaders. Once you are growing a team, add on these tasks. So these are things that I need to do. And there are some of these things would be good for you guys. Like I've told you before, remove any of your pending friend requests. If people after a week haven't accepted your friend request, then get rid of it so that you don't get put into jail, Facebook jail.
Can you post in our link how to do that?
Yeah, it's really simple. I can, just from your phone, I think is the easiest. I think it's harder from my computer than it is my phone. So I'll show you from the phone how to do it, for sure. So there's a list of things to make sure you do. And then connect with 60 people this week. So however you want to split that up is great. Is that more than 5 a day? It is. However, that is anything from commenting, liking.
I'll send you a note tomorrow
to school to get Eli's mommy. Hey, Amber, you want to mute? Would you mind muting yours, Amber, for a second?
No,
she can hear me. Oh well.
Sorry, I'm on the school bus.
Oh, that's okay. That's all right. I was just gonna have you mute yourself for a minute, but okay, it's fine. And then there are 7 of these, just really quickly. And this does not need to be what you use. I just wanted to show this to you because it's what I'm going to move to because I think that it will be really beneficial. Add friends. The nice thing that she says is, she says interact in interests groups, request friends of friends, find common followers on IG. So you're adding people each day, posts and likes on comments, new conversations you started, reply to commenters and likers, hey girl messages about encouragement and value. And when you watch her video, she goes through this. So, and then invites, and these are actual invites. The is challenge group, coach, or a sneak peek into coaching. So then you can check off which one of them you invited them to, your follow-ups, and then here's your check-in each day. Did you check into your challenge group? Did you check into the online office? Did you check into your team page? Did you check in with your coaches, your personal development for the day, your workout for the day, and your Shakeology for the day? So anyway, this is what I'm gonna move to because I actually like how detailed it is and how easy it will be to just like follow it each day. And although it will take up more paper, I feel like it's worth it if you feel like you get more benefit from your actual power hour. Does that make sense? Because like it's kind of the way that we're successful, really, is to communicate with people. And if you don't keep track, it's easy to let people slip through the cracks, not know who you need to follow up with. Because the nice thing is, if you're writing down who you're inviting, then you know the next, within a couple of days who you need to follow up with. The same as I've said before. Any questions about that power hour thing?
Nope.
No?
It's amazing. Now I just do it.
I know. Oh, believe me, I know. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm going to make these copies and I'm going to, and Office Max still has them. I did it yesterday, so it's not like they've been sitting there for very long, but got to go pick them up and I got to get myself organized a little bit. One thing I did do that, I mean, you don't have to do, but I just grabbed a binder and I put in, this is another tracker that I had tried that didn't end up being very successful for me. But I bought the month tabs. So I'm just going to put 4 weeks worth in each month tab so that I can keep, just keep better track and pull it out each day and write it in my binder. And that way it's all there. And I honestly should have probably just done 52 weeks, but I was like, well, I'm going to hit the end of the year and I'm going to have to start I'm going to have to empty out my binder anyway. So anyway, I don't know why I chose 30. Who knows? Anyway, so besides the Google Drive and the training, I wanted to just, so this is module 1. So I do want you to look at the resources that she's got specifically for each video. And it takes, no time at all to just go look at it and see if it's something that you could use or benefit from. But the key will be to know that it's there. And then if you have a coach in the future, or I have a coach in the future who's looking for a resource, you can say, I know right where it is. It's in here, it's in module blah, 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 right? Because you've done it and you've looked through it. I think a lot of times for me, it's just not using what I have and the resources that we have. So let me come back here. I don't have very much time. So where do I do stop share? There we go. Left on our free time because that, they're so nice and only give us so much time. But I wanted to go through the schedule for the rest of the month with you and then just if you guys have any quick questions that you want me to answer. So on Monday, the 17th, this upcoming Monday, we're starting a prep week. And we are going to do the prep week in Facebook, but then we'll do the challenge group in the app.
Honey, that's enough.
Okay. So prep week starts on Monday, and then the challenge group will run from the 24th through October 24th through November 20th. So that one will run until right before Thanksgiving. Okay. The next thing that I wanted to tell you guys about that's coming up that you are absolutely welcome to do with me. And remember, I want you to know that you are not forced to do any of this with me. Like you can run your own challenge groups. You can do your very own thing if you want. I just want you to be able to plug in if you want to. So Jaylyn is actually going to head up, and some of the other leaders, some of us are going to put together another free, it's a week-long free group that will be clean eating and workouts on demand. And it will be free for people it's like 7 days. We're going to start on Saturday with prep. So it's going to be a Saturday, Sunday through Friday. Does that make sense? So Saturday and Sunday will be prep so that people can know what, to shop for their food for those 5 days of clean eating, Monday through Friday. The reason that we're doing it so close to like our Crock-Pot group, and Jaylyn just did a free group, is because Core de Force, the program that's coming out at the end of the month, is doing another sneak peek on Monday the 24th. So we're going to do the 2 days of prep leading up to Core de Force so that people in that free group can try it on demand. Does that make sense? So that's why that one's happening that particular week. So it's the 22nd of October through the 28th. Here's the beauty of it. We're going to try and get as much involvement as possible. She just, one and I went into it to check it out. It was amazing. And so we're all going to kind of participate, and we're split up responsibilities, but we feel like the more interaction we get in the challenge group, obviously, the better it goes. The more people participate and they feel like they're a part of it, the more likely they are to actually jump in and do an actual challenge with us and get a challenge pack. Excuse me. So that's going to all be on Facebook. We won't do an app. We won't do that in the app. That'll just be a Facebook group. So feel free to start talking about that and inviting people. And the other thing I got thinking was that this would be an excellent, if you have people who are like have commented or messaged you, or that you are talking about that are in the Crock-Pot group, who are enjoying what they're seeing and stuff like that, this is an excellent follow-up. Hey, so glad you were in the Crock-Pot group. Here we've got another free group going on for one more week, but it's going to not only be clean eating, but also with workouts involved, and that you get to try the workouts for 30 days for free. So this would be in a private message to people who are already in our Crock-Pot group who have participated, and I would totally send them a message and invite them into this, because it's another free group, which is sweet. Because normally it's like, here's your free group, and then you say I have another challenge group, but it's not necessarily one that's for free for them. Okay, is that clear as mud? Then if whether or not you choose to do the free group with us that week, Core de Force, if you didn't do it the first time, just try it, because you never know who is watching you that might really be interested in something like that. So I would totally recommend that all of you guys do that. I was able to do it, and I had to modify everything, but it was still an incredibly good workout, and it was awesome to punch and kick stuff for 30 minutes. So it's on the 24th, all day on demand. Do it. Take a video of yourself doing it so that you can, show people what it's like, even as silly as you feel, because the more that you talk about it, the more people are going to get the program, regardless of if you do anything or not with it. So we want to just make sure that we are a part of that, so that we can actually at least be somebody that people would consider if they are looking into the program. Okay.
Hunter, close your door, please.
That's all the announcement stuff I had. Do you guys have any questions about any of those things, or questions about anything in general?
Okay. Close your door. Let's get. I see. Very cool. We got to get in the car.
Okay, I know there are next Health Bet group, and that's what it is, right? Is a Health Bet group that prep week starts on the 17th?
It's going to be, we are going to do it in the app, but that one, the one that's running right now is our Health Bet. Like it's our second Health Bet group. We don't have anything set up for this group starting on the 17th as far as prizes or Health Bet or anything like that goes.
Okay.
Want to offer something you absolutely can. We can do something as a team, but we don't have anything set for this next one as far as that goes. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
And then tell me one more time, is it the 22nd and 23rd that you're doing the prep for the healthy eating, clean eating?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's a 7-day thing. Okay, it's going to totally die on me here. I know it's going to give up on my free time. I'll get back in. Okay, when it cuts us off. What was I going to say? Of course, now I can't remember what I'm talking about. The 22nd and 23rd, yes, will be prep. And then they can do the Monday through Friday. We'll have a workout each day. They can choose a workout to do. Quarter force, I think everybody will do Monday. And then there will be meal plans.